Sometimes the worst situation in your life can lead to being the motivation you need to really take things to the next level. I've been homeless in my life. I've been a drug addict. I've lived on the streets, and I've used that as fuel throughout my career to push me forward and to make me a better person overall. Sometimes it's the least expected experiences and some of the worst experiences in your life that can really lead to the next level. How you can take all that negativity and that negative energy inside of you and turn it into something that drives you forward and pushes you to be successful in your business and in life overall. So what the hell do I even mean by this? You know, when you hit rock bottom, so when you lose everything, rock bottom looks different for different people. People have different experiences in life. But the thing that triggers you to start changing things in your life, for me, rock bottom is pretty bad, right? I went all the way to drug addict, lived on the streets, had to deal with some very interesting situations. It's when you hit the bottom of your acceptance tolerance, right? Your tolerance level for acceptance. When you finally hit a threshold that you say no more, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore, and you start making real change in your life. That's what I mean when I'm saying that you can use this for fuel. And rock bottom, again, might look different for everybody. Everybody has, their different threshold for pain and their different threshold for emotional distress. When you finally hit it, it triggers this wonderful thing inside of you where you will never tolerate it again. You decide that this is unacceptable for my life, and it clicks something in your mind that just tells you, I'm going to push through this shit. I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to change whatever that is, whatever that negative thing that's weighing on you, whatever caused you to hit bottom, and you're going to use that as fuel to push yourself forward. When you experience something like that, it changes something inside of you. You lose a lot of the fear that people carry with them, the fear of acceptance, the fear of making mistakes and where it's going to lead. You lose these negative things that are chaining you and holding you back from accomplishing things. It's unfortunate that sometimes it takes somebody to hit rock bottom in order for that to make that a realization in your mind. But that's what happens. It gives you this new motivation that no matter what happens in your life, you're not going back there. And that keeps you motivated and fueled to keep pushing forward in everything that you do. It really builds mental strength for you as an individual, and it allows you to tolerate a lot more along your journey in life. You also shouldn't be embarrassed about it. It took me a really long time to open up about my former drug addiction and, my situation in the past. And I thought that it would restrict me in a lot of ways in my life, and that society would judge me for it, and that, clients wouldn't work with me. And the reality is it's been the polar opposite experience. It's all about how you explain it and when you obviously talk about it. But it's not something to be embarrassed about, and I now embrace it in my life, and I'm not shy about discussing it. It takes a little bit of time sometimes for people to get there, but it's not an embarrassment. It's an accomplishment and something that you conquered in life that most people can respect. I honestly don't know why I'm making this video. This isn't business related, really. It's just life in general, and, I guess my hope is that there's somebody out there that's going to see this video and it helps motivate them to be more honest with themselves, to embrace their past, to move on and move beyond it. And hopefully they can utilize their trauma for some type of benefit in their life. And I hope that they transition it into a motivator in their life. If you've experienced anything like this, tell us about it in the comments. I know this is a hard topic for somebody to talk about, but if you've ever been in situations like this, I don't honestly even know how many people hit rock bottom, because when I have these conversations, there's varying degrees of what people consider rock bottom. For me, it was pretty real. but not everybody, has the same experience. Sometimes rock bottom to them is just, going without a job for a few months or something. But tell me, what do you think rock bottom is? And tell me about your experiences down in the comments.